Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut, usually here with Mike Kelly, and then we're Real Estate Jerky Daily. Mike will be back tomorrow, so that's why you can just turn it off now. All right, what do we want to talk about today? We only had a little bit of, I guess you would say, news this morning regarding the small business not administration, but small business outlook. And let's see what that number is at. So we had the NFIB, Small Business Optimism Index, which increased by 3 points to 98.8 in May, which was above the expectations of 96. What does that mean? Not really. The market's not really doing much. Bonds are up a little bit, which means rates are down a little bit. And the 10-year sitting around 4.47, kind of opened right there, and it's still sitting right there, just a little bit off than that. So let's get into what other numbers and other things. So the key drivers today, again, is the China trade talks. They're they're resumed, but they're quiet. There's any positive headlines could help stocks, be negative for rates. Any negative news could be bad for stock market and good for rates. But what we're really focusing on this week is the CPI report tomorrow and the PPI report on Thursday. Those are going to be the numbers that we're following for inflation to see where inflation is at, if it's still in check or where it's going. That's really what we're really focusing on this week. So, we'll see what happens. Scott Bessent made a proposal to the Treasury called Capital Neutral, which is gaining traction. This would free up more lending power and possibly bring down yields on the bonds, which would make rates better, just in case you're not following. And this is according to Lacey Hunt, who is an economist person. Key step forward. So, deregulating bank is not a bad thing. It's funny how Republicans always want to get rid of regulation and Democrats want to put it in. And I understand both sides, and I'm not going to get in an argument right now, but that's what we're looking at. What else are we looking at? Redfin came out with a thing about a week ago, and they were saying there was 500,000 additional sellers than buyers out there. There's the 33.7% gap. And then some people come out and saying the article is totally wrong, but everybody's still picking it up. Now Redfin is now saying that there's going to be a 1% price decline by end of 2025. That means for us in California, nothing. We're still going to be positive. Driving imbalance, they say high mortgage rates, economic uncertainty, and the lock-in effect. I can see right now the economic uncertainty is affecting some people from buying homes right now, and it's putting sellers at risk. I have a couple deals right now where there are a lot of contingencies, and everybody's waiting for one more person to get their house sold to finish that chain, and they keep adding one more person to the chain, and that's not really the best thing to do. So if you look regionally, break down buyer's market, Miami has 197% more sellers. West Palm Beach, Florida, Fort Lauderdale, Austin, and Jacksonville. Kind of getting the same thing there. Sellers market, just 7 major metros led by Newark, 47% fewer sellers than buyers. So there's some places the complete opposite. Condos, 83.5% more sellers than buyers, especially in Florida because of the whole retrofitting of all those condo complexes and the cost of doing that. And there was an article out about how, since there wasn't a lot of news, I wanted to find some other stuff out there. 11 ways to use Chat GPT in real estate. So this is for you real estate people. I'm sure a lot of you have been using it to help you with your well, I'm just going to go through the list. Number 1 was create video scripts and built-in teleprompter. So I don't know if you know this, but when you create a video script to record, you can turn it into a teleprompter so that you can just read it and make it easier on yourself. Build entire email drip campaigns. A lot of people have drip campaigns, but they don't make them for themselves and make it more personal for you. Write a non-cringy lifestyle listing descriptions. I've been talking about it since it came out. You can write amazing descriptions for your properties, and I'm sure everybody's doing it. And then you can create Instagram series for new buyers or even for your listings. We all know this stuff, and if you don't know this and if you're not using it, please get to this point. Write SEO or AEO friendly blog posts. I use it all the time for blog posts for my websites. And for the first time homebuyer stuff that we're doing, and also for the Helping the Brave podcast and other stuff. It just makes it so much easier when you have somebody else help you, because it just frees up time. Because a lot of us would hire somebody to do it. Well, you got ChatGPT. Why don't you just hire it to do it? The one thing I used a lot was for lead magnets, for downloading stuff from your website for people to get a lead magnet. If you don't know what a lead magnet is, reach out to me. I'll explain it to you. The other thing I thought was unique is use it for practicing cold calling and in a voice mode with ChatGPT. Cold calling for the younger peoples, when you pick up the phone, you just call somebody who didn't know you're calling them, just in case you don't understand what that is. Create SMS follow ups, curiosity hooks. I use it all the time for every one of my texts, every one of my emails, make it better. Somebody asks me a question, I drop it in there and let it answer it, and then I copy and paste it over. Is that sometimes what I do? I can't say I do it all the time, because I sometimes it's me. The other thing, it's a huge push, and it's been this way for, I don't know, almost a year now, about newsletters. And you could write an engaging monthly newsletter, not one about, recipes or other stuff, but maybe something that's really good that people want to hear. And maybe they do want to hear about recipes, but I'm just saying, I remember in the past, a lot of agents used to do these things and send out to the houses and everything. Well, you can just create one that goes directly to their email, and they can sign up and they might like it. Uh, what else? Define your brand identity, tone, slogan, and colors. I use it all the time. I created a prompt for this. And then 11, forecast market trends using reports and deep research. If you come across something, you can have it actually run it and tell you what you need to know about it. And it's stuff you be using on a regular basis, no matter who you are and no matter what industry are in. I use it for real estate, but you can use it for mortgage. You can use it for insurance. You can use it for selling appliances. You can use it for anything to help you make it so much better. AI has already replaced about 300,000 jobs this year, and it's going to get rid of about, what to say, 30% of entry level jobs are going to be replaced by it in the next 5 years. It's not going to replace a lot of us, but it's going to help. You better be using it to make yourself better. And that's all I wanted. I had some extra time, thought I'd drop that in there and talk to you about it. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, tomorrow, CPI, really important. Also mortgage applications. Thursday is PPI, and then also initial jobless claims. And we'll see where we're going with that. That's about it for today. And I said, I don't know how many times today. So hopefully someone's not doing a drinking game on me today. Anyway, everybody make it a great day, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Mike should be here. He said he was going to be, but you just never know. All right. Make it a great day. Bye.